Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan medal video. So in this video we are going to take a look at the new Dokkan event for the Awakening medals for the brand new tech Goku Vegeta and Goku unit. So this is a brand new unit that obviously fuses into Gogeta, and they have a new stage that's been added onto the old Ultimate Pair event called the Otherworld-Rocking Fusion. Just like the previous event, they will be weak to Janemba units, and you will need to farm 70 medals in total from this event to awaken the tech Goku Vegeta. You will also need to farm 35 medals to awaken the AGL Gotenks. Now of course, Gogeta is an exceptional unit that is a Connected Hope and a time limit category lead, along with the Gotenks being an exceptional support for that category. We're going to take on the event and see how difficult it is while we discuss the merits of the unit and the event itself. Of course, to maximize your speed running of the event, you are going to want to use a Movie Bosses team. The Movie Bosses team features Janemba, and there are multiple Janemba units that are strong against this Gogeta. You have the Int EZA Janemba, the Strength EZA Janemba, and the Tech DFE Janemba, who all can be used to maximize your damage. Now only the transformed version of the Tech DFE Janemba is technically the unit that has a bonus against Gogeta, but for the most part the Janembas are all pretty uniform in their bonuses and their ability to clear through the event quickly. We're going to use a combination of Janemba units along with Cooler and Frieza, the support Golden Frieza and the LR Strength Broly alongside the Int Broly lead and a physical Movie Broly lead. So that's going to be our team. Ideally we'll link up the physical Cooler with the Janemba, and we'll be able to link up Frieza with physical Cooler on a floating rotation. We'll take a look at Gogeta in more detail, but just to discuss the unit, of course, Gogeta obviously is a fantastic unit. Who brings a lot of utility. He foresees super attacks, he has damage reduction, he does a form of sealing. He also, of course, has a pretty good offense, has attacks effective against all type, and has a high chance to crit. So Gogeta himself is a very, very impressive unit, along with creating rainbow orbs. So here we have Janemba in the first slot, and he will be a unit that we want to keep on main rotation for the most part. Remember that Janemba does gain additional attack and defense if he is hit before he fires off an attack. Obviously we have the easy-aid version of physical Cooler and of the Tech Frieza, and they're both going to be able to help us out quite a bit in terms of, you know, just handling this event and getting through it as quickly as possible. So obviously this event's not too difficult. The first phase was a strength phase against what appears to be the TUR version of the unit. Then this next phase is against the Tech Awakened TUR version. The UR version was the strength one, and now we're fighting the Tech Awakened version. The event itself seems pretty true to the movie. Obviously it is from where Goku and Vegeta are trying to fight Janemba on their own individually, and then eventually decide to go through the fusion technique. Once they fuse, they become Gogeta. This here is actually the TUR version, the UR unawakened version of the Int Gogeta, and it's actually a little bit of, it's a little bit different because obviously it's not part of the LR card, but yeah, this was the very first Gogeta that was actually added into the game. So it's pretty interesting how they've worked him into this situation. Janemba obviously does increase damage and nullifies the damage reduction of Gogeta, which obviously helps quite a bit in terms of maximizing our damage. And we do have Cooler here as well, who will act as obviously being a physical type against an int type. So we've had a strength phase, a tech phase, an int phase, and we'll finish off with a tech phase. This phase will be against the transformed or fused active skill version of the current LR. One thing to take note here is that this unit does not seem to have a one-hit KO super attack ability or anything like that. He doesn't seem to have a countdown or anything. So for the most part, he doesn't appear to be too hard. Honestly, this Dokkan event, as per most Dokkan events, is not going to be a Dokkan event that is too hard for any players that have been farming Dokkan events or been awakening units for a while. But it is a nice little journey through the movie of the Fusion Reborn, and it's a nice way to see the animations of Gogeta as well. I think it's a little bit of a shame that they didn't have his transformation. I personally would have really liked to have his transformation. I think it would have been something really cool to have in this situation, because you know, it's an active skill and a lot of people aren't going to see it, so having it in his Dokkan event would have been a nice little touch, but that's about it. We're going to blaze through him. The strength a la Broly will do a lot of damage, obviously, and then the physical Broly will finish him off. So honestly, it wasn't that difficult an event, and you'll get 7 awakening medals. Remember, you will need 35 awakening medals for his first awakening to his TUR phase, and you will need 35 additional medals for his awakening to Allah, plus 35 medals from the very first stage here. So not this stage, but the very first stage, just below this you will need to do. There are 2 difficulties, and you get a stone for each difficulty, which is great. And if you are a new player or you are struggling with the second difficulty, you can move to the lower one, and that will remove the final phase of the battle. But that's really about it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. In terms of events, I think it was okay. There was nothing really special. I would have preferred them to have the active skill animation in there at some point, because I just think that would have been really entertaining and made the stage something unique. But overall, it doesn't seem too hard. We didn't even use Janemba that much, and if you do have Janemba, you're probably in for a good time. Movie bosses seems to be the way to go, but I think any decent Dokkan team won't really struggle here against these guys. So, like I said, that's going to be about it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know your comments down below and if you've been enjoying the event. But that's it. And until next time, stay safe and bye.